Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our English Learning Podcast. I'm Amelia.
And I'm Mark. Today's episode is special.
Very special. We're going to teach you 50 essential hotel phrases that every traveler needs to know.
That's right, 50 phrases in one episode.
If you're planning to travel to an English-speaking country, this episode is for you.
We'll teach you exactly what to say when you book a room, check in, ask for help, and check out.
No more feeling nervous at hotel reception. After this episode, you'll feel confident.
And here's how we'll do it. We've invited 3 guests to help us.
First, we'll hear from Tom, a hotel receptionist. He'll teach us phrases for booking and checking in.
Then Lisa, a frequent traveler, will share phrases for asking about hotel services and solving problems.
And finally, James, a business traveler, will teach us phrases for checking out and leaving feedback.
Plus, at the end, we'll recap all 50 phrases so you can practice them.
So grab a pen and paper. You'll want to write these down.
And don't forget, there's a PDF document with the complete script available in the description or in the first comment.
Yes, check it out so you can follow along easily. And after that, we'll talk about the new vocabularies.
Oh, and one more thing. We have a homework challenge for you.
That's right. So stay tuned until the end to find out what it is.
But before we start, let's quickly remember our last episode.
Last time, we talked about daily routines with Maria, David, and Sophie.
We learned phrases like, I wake up at 7, I have breakfast at 8, and I go to bed at 11.
Thank you to everyone who wrote their routines in the comments. We loved reading them.
Okay, let's get started with our hotel phrases.
First, we need to understand the journey. When you go to a hotel, there are usually 4 main stages.
Stage 1 is booking a room. This is when you reserve your room by phone, email, or online.
Stage 2 is checking in. This is when you arrive at the hotel and get your room key.
Stage 3 is during your stay. This is when you ask for services or report problems.
And stage 4 is checking out. This is when you leave the hotel and pay your bill.
So we'll cover phrases for all 4 stages.
Let's start with booking and checking in. I'm joined by Tom, who works at a hotel reception. Tom, welcome to our show. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Amelia. I'm happy to share my experience.
Perfect. Tom, you work at hotel reception, so you hear these phrases every day, right?
Absolutely. Let me teach you the most common phrases guests use.
Great. Let's start with booking. What's the first thing someone says when they want to book a room?
They usually say, I'd like to make a reservation. This is very polite and professional.
I'd like to make a reservation. That's phrase number 1. Can you use it in a sentence?
Sure. Hello. I'd like to make a reservation for next Friday night.
Perfect. What if someone wants to ask if rooms are available?
They say, do you have any rooms available? This is a very common question.
Do you have any rooms available? That's phrase number 2. What comes next?
Next, they need to tell us the dates. They say, I need a room for 2 nights, from July 10th to July 12th.
So that's phrase number 3. I need a room for 2 nights. What about the type of room?
Good question. They might say, I'd like a single room or I'd like a double room.
So phrases 4 and 5. I'd like a single room and I'd like a double room. What's the difference?
A single room has 1 bed for 1 person. A double room has 1 big bed or 2 small beds for 2 people.
I see. What other types of rooms can people ask for?
They might say, do you have a room with a view? Or, I'd like a quiet room, please.
That's phrases 6 and 7. A room with a view and a quiet room. What about asking the price?
They usually ask, how much is it per night? Or, what's the rate per night?
Phrases 8 and 9. How much is it per night? So rate means price, right?
Exactly. Rate is another word for price when talking about hotels.
What other questions do people ask when booking?
They often ask, is breakfast included? This is very important for travelers.
That's phrase number 10. Is breakfast included? What does included mean?
Included means it's part of the price. You don't pay extra for it.
I see. So if breakfast is included, you don't need to pay separately. What about other services?
People also ask, do you have free Wi-Fi? Or is there parking available?
Phrases 11 and 12. Do you have free Wi-Fi and is there parking available? These are essential questions.
Yes, everyone needs Wi-Fi these days.
True. Okay, so they've asked all their questions. How do they confirm the booking?
They might say, I'd like to confirm my reservation, or can you send me a confirmation email?
Phrases 13 and 14. Confirm my reservation and confirmation email. Now let's move to checking in.
Okay, when guests arrive at the hotel, they come to reception.
What's the first thing they say?
They usually say, I have a reservation under the name Smith, or I'd like to check in, please.
That's phrases 15 and 16. I have a reservation under the name and I'd like to check in.
Yes, then I ask for their ID and credit card.
What do guests need to give you?
They need to give me their passport or ID card. I might say, may I see your passport, please?
And what do you give them?
I give them their room key and tell them the room number. I say, here's your key. You're in room 305 on the 3rd floor.
That's phrase 17. You're in room 305. What other information do you give?
I tell them about breakfast. I might say, breakfast is served from 7 to 10 in the dining room.
Phrase 18. Breakfast is served from 7 to 10. What about Wi-Fi?
I give them the Wi-Fi password. I say, the Wi-Fi password is written on this card.
Phrase 19. The Wi-Fi password is written on this card. What else do you tell them?
I tell them about checkout time. I say, checkout is at 11 o'clock.
Phrase 20. Checkout is at 11 o'clock. What if they need help with luggage?
If they have heavy bags, I might say, the elevator is on your left, or would you like help with your luggage?
Phrases 21 and 22. The elevator is on your left and would you like help with your luggage?
Yes, we always try to be helpful.
What's the last thing you say to guests when they check in?
I usually say, enjoy your stay, or have a pleasant stay.
Phrases 23 and 24. Enjoy your stay and have a pleasant stay. Tom, this is so helpful.
My pleasure. These phrases will help any traveler feel more confident.
Absolutely. Tom, thank you so much. We've covered 24 phrases already.
You're welcome, Amelia. Happy to help.
Okay, listeners, let's count what we've learned. That's 24 phrases for booking and checking in. Now let's go to Mark for the next section.
Thanks, Amelia and Tom. Let's do a super quick recap of those 24 phrases.
For booking, we learned, I'd like to make a reservation. Do you have any rooms available? I need a room for 2 nights. I'd like a single room. I'd like a double room. Do you have a room with a view? I'd like a quiet room. How much is it per night? What's the rate per night? Is breakfast included? Do you have free Wi-Fi? Is there parking available? I'd like to confirm my reservation. And can you send me a confirmation email?
And for checking in, we learned, I have a reservation under the name. I'd like to check in. You're in room 305. Breakfast is served from 7 to 10. The Wi-Fi password is written on this card. Checkout is at 11 o'clock. The elevator is on your left. Would you like help with your luggage? Enjoy your stay and have a pleasant stay.
That's 24 phrases. Now let's learn the next set with Lisa.
I'm now joined by Lisa, a frequent traveler. Lisa, welcome to the show.
Hi, Mark. Thanks for having me. I travel a lot, so I know these phrases well.
Perfect. Let's talk about what happens during your hotel stay. What kind of things do you ask for?
Well, sometimes I need extra things in my room. I call reception and say, could I have some extra towels, please?
That's phrase 25. Could I have some extra towels? What else might you need?
Sometimes I need extra pillows or blankets. I say, could I get an extra pillow, please? Or, could I have an extra blanket?
Phrases 26 and 27. An extra pillow and an extra blanket. What if something in the room doesn't work?
Oh, that happens sometimes. I call reception and say, the air conditioning isn't working, or the TV isn't working.
Phrases 28 and 29. The air conditioning isn't working and the TV isn't working. How do they respond?
They usually say, we'll send someone to fix it right away, or someone will come to check it immediately.
Good. What other problems might happen?
Sometimes the room is too cold or too hot. I might say, the room is too cold. Can you adjust the heating?
That's phrase 30. Can you adjust the heating? What about noise?
If there's noise, I call and say, the room next door is very noisy. Could you do something about it?
Phrase 31. The room next door is very noisy. What if you need to change rooms?
I might say, could I change to a different room, please? Or, is it possible to move to another room?
Phrases 32 and 33. Change to a different room and move to another room. Now let's talk about hotel services.
Yes, hotels have many services. If I need something, I ask, where is the gym? Or, what time does the swimming pool open?
Phrases 34 and 35. Where is the gym? And what time does the swimming pool open?
I also ask, do you have a laundry service? Or, can you recommend a good restaurant nearby?
Phrases 36 and 37. Laundry service and recommend a restaurant nearby. What if you need a taxi?
I go to reception and say, could you call a taxi for me, please? Or, I need a taxi to the airport.
Phrases 38 and 39. Call a taxi and a taxi to the airport. What about storing luggage?
If I check out but my flight is later, I ask, can I leave my luggage here? Or, do you have luggage storage?
Phrases 40 and 41. Leave my luggage here and luggage storage. What if you want a wake-up call?
I call reception and say, could I have a wake-up call at 7 o'clock, please?
That's phrase 42. A wake-up call at 7 o'clock. What if you lose your key?
I go to reception and say, I've lost my room key. Could I get a new one?
Phrase 43. I've lost my room key. What if you need directions?
I ask, how do I get to the train station from here? Or, could you show me on this map?
Phrases 44 and 45. How do I get to the train station? And show me on this map. Lisa, you've been so helpful.
Thank you, Mark. I'm glad I could share these phrases.
We've covered 21 more phrases. That's 45 phrases total. Just 5 more to go.
These phrases will really help people feel comfortable during their hotel stay.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Lisa.
You're welcome. Happy travels, everyone.
Now let's go to Amelia for the final section about checking out.
Thanks, Mark and Lisa. Let's quickly recap those 21 phrases.
For requesting items, we learned, could I have some extra towels? Could I get an extra pillow? And could I have an extra blanket?
For reporting problems, the air conditioning isn't working, the TV isn't working, the room is too cold, the room next door is very noisy, could I change to a different room? And is it possible to move to another room?
For hotel services, where is the gym? What time does the swimming pool open? Do you have a laundry service? Can you recommend a good restaurant nearby? Could you call a taxi for me? I need a taxi to the airport. Can I leave my luggage here? Do you have luggage storage? Could I have a wake-up call? I've lost my room key. How do I get to the train station? And could you show me on this map?
That's 45 phrases. Now for the final 5 with James. I'm now joined by James, a business traveler. James, welcome.
Thanks, Amelia. Happy to be here.
Great. Let's talk about checking out. What happens when you leave the hotel?
Well, on the last morning, I go to reception and say, I'd like to check out, please.
That's phrase 46. I'd like to check out. Simple and direct. What happens next?
The receptionist prepares my bill. Then I ask, could I see the bill, please? Or may I have my invoice?
Phrase 47. Could I see the bill? Or may I have my invoice? Invoice is a formal word for bill.
Exactly. Then I check if everything is correct. Sometimes I need to ask, what is this charge for?
Phrase 48. What is this charge for? Charge means the amount you pay for something. What if there's a mistake?
I might say, I think there's a mistake on the bill. Or, I didn't use the minibar.
Good. So you check everything carefully. How do you pay?
I usually say, can I pay by credit card? Or, do you accept credit cards?
And after you pay, what's the last thing you say?
I usually say, thank you for everything. I had a great stay. Or simply, thank you, goodbye.
That's phrase 49. Thank you for everything. I had a great stay. That's very polite.
Yes, it's nice to show appreciation for good service.
What if you really enjoyed the hotel and want to come back?
I might say, I'll definitely come back again. Or, I'll recommend this hotel to my friends.
And that's phrase 50. I'll definitely come back again. James, we did it. 50 phrases.
Perfect. These 50 phrases will help anyone navigate a hotel stay with confidence.
Absolutely. James, thank you so much for your help.
You're welcome, Amelia. Safe travels to all your listeners.
Wonderful. Now let's go back to Mark for our complete recap.
Okay, everyone, we've done it. We've covered 50 essential hotel phrases.
Now let's recap all 50 phrases one more time. This is your chance to practice.
Let's organize them by category. Ready?
Category 1, booking a room, 10 phrases.
Number 1, I'd like to make a reservation.
Number 2, do you have any rooms available?
Number 3, I need a room for 2 nights.
Number 4, I'd like a single room.
Number 5, I'd like a double room.
Number 6, do you have a room with a view?
Number 7, I'd like a quiet room, please.
Number 8, how much is it per night?
Number 9, what's the rate per night? Number 10, is breakfast included?
Number 11, do you have free Wi-Fi?
Is there parking available? Number 13, I'd like to confirm my reservation.
Number 14, can you send me a confirmation email?
Category 2, checking in, 10 phrases.
Number 15, I have a reservation under the name Smith.
Number 16, I'd like to check in, please.
You're in room 305 on the 3rd floor.
Number 19, breakfast is served from 7 to 10. The Wi-Fi password is written on this card. Number 20, checkout is at 11 o'clock. Number 21, the elevator is on your left.
Number 22, would you like help with your luggage?
Number 23, enjoy your stay. Number 24, have a pleasant stay.
Category 3, requesting items, 3 phrases.
Number 25, could I have some extra towels, please?
Number 26, could I get an extra pillow, please?
Number 27, could I have an extra blanket? Category 4, reporting problems, 6 phrases.
Number 28, the air conditioning isn't working.
Number 29, the TV isn't working.
Number 30, the room is too cold. Can you adjust the heating?
Number 31, the room next door is very noisy. Number 34, could I change to a different room, please? Number 35, is it possible to move to another room? Category 5, hotel services, 12 phrases.
Number 34, where is the gym?
Number 35, what time does the swimming pool open? Number 37, do you have a laundry service?
Number 38, could you call a taxi for me, please?
Number 39, I need a taxi to the airport. Number 40, can I leave my luggage here? Number 42, do you have luggage storage? Number 43, I've lost my room key. Could I get a new one? Number 44, how do I get to the train station from here? Number 45, could you show me on this map? Category 6, checking out, 5 phrases.
Number 46, I'd like to check out, please.
Or, may I have my invoice? Number 48, what is this charge for? Number 49, thank you for everything. I had a great stay. Number 50, I'll definitely come back again.
And that's all 50 phrases. Amazing!
You now have 50 phrases to use at any hotel.
Before we finish, let's explain some important vocabulary.
Yes, let me ask you about some key words, Amelia.
Go ahead.
First word, reservation.
Reservation means booking a room in advance. When you make a reservation, you tell the hotel you want a room for specific dates. For example, I made a reservation for next weekend. It's the same as booking.
Next word, check in and check out.
Check in means to arrive at the hotel and register to get your room. Check out means to leave the hotel and pay your bill. For example, I checked in at 2 p.m. and I'll check out tomorrow at 11 a.m. These are essential hotel terms.
Next, single room and double room.
A single room is a room for one person with one bed. A double room is a room for 2 people, usually with one big bed or 2 separate beds. For example, I need a single room for 1 night, or we need a double room for 2 nights.
Next, rate.
Rate means the price you pay for something, especially for 1 night at a hotel. For example, the rate is £80 per night. Rate and price mean the same thing in hotels.
Next, amenities.
Amenities are the extra services and features a hotel offers, like Wi-Fi, gym, swimming pool, or breakfast. For example, this hotel has great amenities, including free Wi-Fi and a gym. Amenities make your stay more comfortable.
Last one, invoice or bill.
Invoice or bill is the document showing how much you need to pay. An invoice lists all the charges for your room and any extra services. For example, can I see the bill, please? I need to check the charges. Invoice is more formal than bill.
Perfect. Now everyone understands these important words.
Now, we have a challenge for you.
Yes, your homework.
Imagine you're at a hotel. Write a short conversation in the comments.
You can write about booking a room, checking in, asking for something, or checking out.
Try to use at least 5 phrases from today's episode.
For example, hello, I'd like to make a reservation. Do you have any rooms available? I need a double room for 2 nights. Is breakfast included? Thank you.
Write your hotel conversation in the comments. We want to see your practice.
And remember, you can download the PDF of this episode. The link is in the description.
The PDF has all 50 phrases organized by category. Print it and take it with you when you travel.
It's a great reference guide for your next hotel stay.
Okay, everyone, that's all for today's episode.
We hope you found these 50 phrases useful.
A huge thank you to Tom, Lisa, and James for helping us today.
If you liked this episode, please hit the like button.
And subscribe to our channel. It really helps us.
Share this with your friends who are learning English or planning to travel.
And now, a little secret about the next episode.
Shh, next time we'll talk about going to the cinema.
Yes, we'll teach you how to buy tickets, talk about films, and express your opinions.
You'll learn phrases like, I'd like 2 tickets for the 7 p.m. showing, and what did you think of the movie?
It's going to be fun and useful.
So don't miss it.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Happy learning and happy traveling.
Remember, with these 50 phrases, you'll feel confident at any hotel anywhere in the world.
Practice them before your next trip.
See you in the next episode. Take care.
Goodbye, everyone.